this one time in 5th grade in math class, because my 5th grade was a middle school and we had class periods, and I was in math class and Stacy said that she needed to talk to me about something after class, and then when the bell rang, I went to pick up my backpack and I saw this piece of paper on it, and I didn't know where it could have come from, but I just thought, it doesn't matter, I'll just pick up my backpack and then the paper will fall off, so I don't need to do anything about it. And then as I was approaching the door, I saw Stacy walking with, I don't know, Shannon, that was her name, walking with Shannon out the classroom door and laughing and not paying attention to me. And so I'm like, okay, she doesn't want to talk to me, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't even want to talk to her anyway. So as I was walking down the hallway to go to my next class, which was on like the opposite end of the building, because my, like, the classrooms were like mostly divided up based on grade level, but we were in a 6th grade math class. Like, it was still all 5th graders, but it was like a 6th grade teacher or something. I don't even know what the deal is, but anyway, I basically had to go back and forth across the entire building all day. Like, every alternate class was at the opposite end of the building. But anyway, as I was walking to my next class, which Stacy and Shannon were also in, people were like laughing and looking at me and saying dork at me, and I was just like, okay. And then when I got to the next class and put my backpack down, I noticed that the piece of paper was still there, and then I looked at it and saw that it was taped to my backpack and it said I'm a dork on it, which, like, doesn't matter in itself. It's not like I would have terribly low self-esteem and think like, I must be a dork because someone called me that. Like, that doesn't matter. But what mattered to me was that someone tried to hurt me by doing that. It upset me that someone would want to do that. Also, it upset me that other people saw it in the hallway and they just like joined in on the mockery instead of telling me what was going on. So I took the paper off my backpack, and then I went to the bathroom and the bell rang and I was just not going to class. And then after a while, Shannon came in the bathroom and was like, hey, I need to like talk to you or something. And I said, did Stacy put that note on my backpack? Because I thought maybe she had something to do with it, since she had said that she was going to talk to me. And then she was laughing when we left the classroom. And Shannon was like, no, I did. I feel really bad about it. And I'm just like, okay, go away. Like, I never liked Shannon. There's other stuff I could say about her, but like, I I don't even understand why she wanted to involve herself with me, why she wanted to mess with me. Why not just ignore me? That's what I would have preferred. I didn't like her, she didn't like me. Why can't we just pretend each other doesn't exist? Um, but then we went back to the classroom, but we didn't actually go back into the classroom. We were just in the hallway outside the classroom, and then the teacher was asking what was going on, and then another teacher that I knew from another class came out in the hallway and was also asking what was going on, and then I got a 3-day ISS for going to the bathroom without permission, and nothing happened to Shannon or to Stacy. I mean, obviously Stacy knew what Shannon did and was thinking about telling me, and then decided not to. But I got 3 days in ISS, and it was great. ISS in that school was the best school experience I've ever had. It was, there were cubicles filling the room, all the way around the walls, and each person would sit in a single cubicle, and these cubicles had decades of graffiti on them, and so I got a lot of entertainment out of reading the graffiti. Early in the day, an office assistant would bring my schoolwork from all of my teachers, and I would get all of that done in 15 minutes. And then I can do whatever I want for the rest of the day as long as I sit quietly in my cubicle. So I read all of the graffiti, and then I raised my hand and waved the babysitter over, and he's like, "What's wrong? Do you need help with your homework?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I already did all that." And he's like, "What?" And then I showed it to him, and he's like, "Okay, so what do you need?" And I'm like, "I'm bored. Do you have something I can read?" And he was just shocked that I wanted to read. And he brought me a Fear Street book, which I'd never heard of before, but I ended up really liking it. And I ended up bonding with this teacher over not just those 3 days, but every single subsequent time that I got ISS that year. And I don't even remotely remember what the other times were for. But he would let me come into his office and look at his personal collection of books and pick out whatever I wanted to read. And then when school was over, he would walk with me over to the place where the buses would wait. And he told me that normally he was a science teacher, but they would cycle through and make each teacher take a turn where for that entire year their job would just be to babysit the kids that are in ISS. And I did ISS in other years sometimes too, and I would say it's pretty much always preferable to being in regular classes, but 5th grade was the best.